So this is the process for MYP students at the end of the year to kind of conclude your service activities and make sure your supervisor has all the information they need to see if you completed your projects. So this is your dashboard on ManageBack, and you'll see over here you have a button IB Manager, and you go into Services Action, which you've probably already done, but just to show you how this looks. These projects up here that have been reviewed, what's happened, the student has sent that to their advisor, and their advisor has, or their tutor has checked off the outcomes that the student gained. So you can see from this student, this is an M5 student, and if you scroll down, you can see the student has met all of the learning outcomes. And if we look at their timeline, we can see kind of when they did that. So what I want to talk about right now is how you finalize those that you've been working on all year. So for example, this student was in the disabilities group, and as you can see, all of her other projects have this green check, meaning that they're done, and this one is in the process. So you'll either have this button or you'll have like a clock if the project's not completed. And so when I click in here, I get to see the goal that the student had and the learning outcomes that they were hoping to achieve. What I would really like you to do to make sure we don't have any confusion is the supervisor that you should put down is not actually the teacher that supervised the project. I want you to put in your homeroom tutor, because they're the person that's going to write your grade, and so they need to have access to all of this and approve what you finally submitted. So please make sure it's not, for example, Ms. Snow, who's a nurse, but it's actually the person that you are in homeroom with. And so what I want to talk about now is how do we make sure that your homeroom tutor, who didn't see the whole project, how do we make sure that they know what you did? So in the reflections and evidence part, the student has written a little bit about the meetings that they attended. Now for me, this is too much text here because this is actually showing multiple meetings that the student was in. So I would recommend that you break these up into the individual meetings. So if I was going to help this student, I would click this button and I would copy and paste parts of the last one, and I would label it so it's really easy. I would say, okay, this is about my planning, and then the tutor gets a good idea of what the reflection or what the video or what the website or what any of this piece of evidence matches. And you also want to be very clear that you explain and tick which of the learning outcomes you think this reflection helps explain. Okay? So when you've done that and you feel like your reflections are up to date and everything is ready to go, then you need to click this button. And so this is the final step. So this is where you say to your homeroom tutor, please look at this project, it's completed. Okay? And so if you're an MYP5 student, you're going to have one more lesson, a half of a SWL double to work on this. But what we hope to see by the end of that is that all of your projects are completed and they've all been reviewed by your homeroom tutor, so that we can decide if you have met all of those learning outcomes that you said that you were going to meet. So hopefully that helps explain this. If you have more questions, please let me know.